quite quickly throughout the series. It's got in. There's a glove, was it? Yes, he's gone. It's 1 for 1. A beautiful delivery. He dug it in short. Trescothick couldn't get out of the way. Brett Lee strikes. He's out for a duck. What a start.
A brilliant piece of bowling. The ball before was 151 Ks. It was quick. That one was 146. Shorter. Trescothick, like the test match down in Melbourne, we saw him get out in similar fashion. Trying to draw the hands away at the last minute, but just beaten by the pace. Glove and then maybe the sleeve as well, but pretty sure there was a couple of noises there. And a big wicket for the Australians. Good reward for Brett Lee. Trescothick gone for naught off 11 deliveries. England 1 for 1.
Was that region, in fact. It was affection wide. That's a great shot. It's a beautiful cutter of the ball. He drove him down the ground in Adelaide off the back foot, and he went for a wide one. That was a much-needed boundary. Beautifully played.
That's what we saw a lot of from Michael Vaughan throughout the Test match series. Anything slightly wide and slightly short, he was onto very quickly. This was more like a square cut or a square drive. Anything short at the stumps, he plays the pull shot. Plays it as good as I've seen any Englishman in recent times.
Come back off the seam, nicely played, just a single.
I mentioned that Brad Williams picked up Michael Vaughan in Adelaide, got him with the sucker ball. Got a bit of tap early on from Michael Vaughan, and then he chucked out the wider one, and full was the key. The one you saw that went behind point a couple of balls ago was a lot shorter than that. That was almost a half volley. It probably would have been a wide.
I think he's a bit stiff, Michael Vaughan. He's put most of those away this summer. I think he went a bit too hard. It was a big wicket, though, for Williams. Wide call, late call, but fair enough, because it seamed away as well. I think it was straight enough, then it moved off the seam. It's very quick. 139 Ks, and watch it pitch and move away.
I've got a feeling that Brad Williams may have been a little unlucky, unless he's called it for leg side wide. The bowler's allowed to bowl one ball between shoulder and head height per over. The height I thought was all right. May have been just too far down the leg side. And that may have been the reason the wide was called.
He's got that fine, should get 2. Happy with a single. 8 runs off the over. 1 for 11. It's got him. It's got him. Yes, he has. That's good bowling. He's been too quick for them, Brett Lee. Caught down the leg side this time. It's 2 for 11 in the 6th over. Superb fast bowling.
Wonderful fast bowling from Brett Lee. Aggressive fast bowling. You normally expect in the one-day game to see the opening batsman being the aggressors. This time it's been Brett Lee. Picked up Trescothick with a short ball around off stump, this time into the body of Nick Knight. And that was too quick. 149.6 Ks from Brett Lee. Another glove through to Gilchrist. Another wicket to Lee. England 2 for 11.
What do you reckon that hit with Trescothick?
Well, my first reaction was just arm. That was my first reaction. But then, having watched a few replays, I think it might have been both. Certainly a little bit of a delay before he was given out, but we can have another look at that if you like. Here we go now. This is the close-up, and there we go. This angle is very difficult. The ball goes past the gloves there and then certainly onto the shoulder. So a little deceptive because we lose the ball in respect to that replay. You can see his reaction there back down the pitch. I think his reaction there wasn't necessarily one of approval. That is a beautiful shot. Just behind square, races away to the boundary for 4. England need more of Vaughan. 2 for 19. Oh, and that's now then, what did that hit? A little bit of a noise there as the bat came past the pads.
I think it might have hit the ground. big noise. It didn't actually sound like a snick noise.
It's just a little flick of the pad, I'd say. The base of the bat there going past the pad, just flicking it.
Yes, it was a real thump rather than the edgy sort of snick sound. But that's gone. No doubt about that. That has hit the bat and gone back onto the stumps. 3 for 19, and this is brilliant, Bob.
Yes, I think he would like to have played a captain's knock. Not too sure that he's up to it anymore. This one just dragged back onto the stumps. This is the ball that beat him, the one before. A little flick of the pads there, close to the outside edge and the off stump. And then next ball, this is what happened. He tries to play that ball too square, and down she goes onto the stumps. Not unlucky, bad shot, end of Hussain. And England now 3 for 19.
He hasn't quite got that off the middle of the bat. Will just beat the fielder into the boundary. It was a miscue, but 4 in this situation, doesn't matter where you hit it and what with.
Yes, I can tell you that this outfield is absolutely magnificent. A lot harder than it's been over the years, and all you've got to do is get it away, and the chances are it'll run away to the boundary rope. Good reason for a party.
Well, Booney's a selector now, and he's one of the group who would have chosen Warne for these matches back from his shoulder injury. Now, just bear in mind that this is your last opportunity for the KFC competition. Brilliant prize, and we're going to be announcing the winner on Saturday, or the winners, because it involves 4 people, and it's been very, very popular. And, that little segment there of Shane Warne, perfectly topical, with him back in the limited over side. He hasn't quite got that off the middle of the bat. Will just beat the fielder into the boundary. It was a miscue, but 4 in this situation, doesn't matter where you hit it and what with.
Yes, I can tell you that this outfield is absolutely magnificent. A lot harder than it's been over the years, and all you've got to do is get it away, and the chances are it'll run away to the boundary rope. And that was an example. You did right. He didn't hit it.
That sounded like 2 noises. Inside edge, bottom edge, onto the pad. Gilchrist again. He's got 3 catches, all of them slightly unusual.
Well, definitely a little edge onto that one, and it lobbed up a real little dolly. Watch this. Here we go. He gets a bottom edge on it, I'd say, onto his pad and straight up in the air. And there's the catch. Up they go. The celebration begins, and the man there who could have helped them turn things around is on his way. Alex Stewart caught behind off a bottom edge, trying to play a pull shot, and he made
big opening spell. Well, that's very close. Very, very close. It is plumb.
Been taking it away, keeping it outside off, and now targets the pads of Michael Vaughan. Andy Bichel doesn't swing away. It decks back. Hits him right flush on the knee roll in front of middle stump, middle and off. 19.1 overs, and now Vaughan's gone. England 5 for 45.
He slips and a gully. And half a shout, a stifled shout by the Australians. And good afternoon, Richie Benaud.
Well, it may well be, but not and bat.
And that's out. Good night. Bichel now has 2 wickets to join Williams and Lee, and unfortunately for Ian Blackwell, that's his 3rd duck in a row.
Well, it's just sort of a hat-trick of ducks, but nothing that you'll want to write home about to tell your nearest and dearest. There was a good delivery. Bichel has bowled well. He's been cutting the away swinger. away from the right-handers. Then he got Michael Vaughan with a good one that came back. Lovely piece of deception. And
nice and shiny. The other side quite a bit rough. Well, that's a good shot. Collingwood's got a half volley on leg stump and put it away, and that's the first boundary for quite a while. Half the overs have been bowled. The run rate 2.64. Australia only used the 4 bowlers so far. I suppose the only question for Ricky Ponting now is, when does he use Hogg? That's a nice shot from Irani. May not quite go to the fence. Michael Bevan will track it down and is looking for a relay throw and does it well. Now keep it to 3. It's the longer boundary on the western side of the ground. Pitch is closer to the Bill O'Reilly stand, or on the eastern side of the ground. Bevo chasing it down, throwing to the cut-off man, keeps it to 3. Good shot and good fielding. Mando push back at point now. We'll keep that to a single. Yes, I think you're right, Richie. The good news for Australia is that they've picked 24 conservative overs. Let's get 4 more wickets.
When I was talking with Simon O'Donnell,
Well, a few other countries who...
And he hooks it away. The man's out there, just short. Hayden was the fieldsman. He was there, he charged in, it didn't quite carry. Another 3 metres, it was down his throat.
Ronnie Irani has given him a message there. You bowl short to me, I'm going to hook you. There we go. In the air, and boy, had he hit it even slightly better, it would have been all over.
Another single. This being Irani back on strike. But certainly, and Williams were superb with. Ronnie Irani's decided to attack. It's not a bad shot, but doesn't beat mid off. That's Bevan. 2 balls to come in this over.
Yes, and so
There's 2 runs off the over. A good one. 6 for 77. It's in the air. He's gone. Good bowling. Not great batting. Ronnie Irani going for the hook shot. It didn't go to backward square leg. It just fell to Bickle at mid-on. So he's got 3.
Ronnie Irani's got more chance of flying to the moon than getting on top of Brett Lee as far as hooking's concerned. He should know that. This is a quick delivery and onto him. Have a look at the bat there. Go straight up in the air. This is a lollipop to mid-on. And that is the end of Irani. So there we go. Caught by Bickle off the bowling of Lee for 10. He took 34 deliveries for that. It's the end of him. And now they're in bigger trouble. 7 for 79.
Beautifully hit. That brings up the 100. Chance there for Gilchrist. He's got him. So Shane Warne gets the victim with his last delivery in this spell.
Big leg spinner does it too. That's the thing that'll give him the most confidence, is the fact that he's really ripped this one past the bat. Beautiful seam. Looked like it may have even brought a bit out of the pitch. Turned and beat Collingwood, who's in pretty good form. That will give Shane Warne a lot of confidence. Another big wicket for Australia. Warne finishes with 1 for 28 from his 10. England 8 for 115. Jimmy Anderson was certainly deceived by that flipper, or that quicker one. It's interesting to note just where it hits him though, and what the umpire sees. We'll see the ball hitting him, well, see, about above the knee roll. Even though the leg is bent, Always a bit of a concern.
Gone right, I'd say, off the face of the bat. Just like giving fielding practice.
Andrew Bickle straight back on and straight back into the wickets. 3 for 18 now for Andrew Bickle. Good healthy edge it was. It was almost like slips catching practice there from James Anderson. Opened the face, almost straight off the middle of the bat to Adam Gilchrist. A simple catch and another wicket for Andrew Bickle. Anderson gone for a duck. 9 for 117.
And there's another one for Adam Gilchrist. Number 6 for Adam Gilchrist. That equals the record for Australia. And he...
Warm welcome to our viewers in Queensland. Australia need 118 runs to win the first final. Into Adam Gilchrist. He's off the mark. Leg glance for a single.
There's a bit of bounce in this pitch.
Oh, almost a return catch. Almost pushed it back.
Well, that's what he likes to do. Dictate the terms early. He knows that Andrew Caddick is the sort of bowler who doesn't like to be driven. He likes to bowl just short of a length, try and push the batsman back. Matthew Hayden knows that. He stands a little bit out of his crease and he loves.
That's well run. England won the toss this afternoon. They elected to bat. Squared him up, maybe too high.
Well, the bowlers want to get the ball up there to him and get him driving, especially when they've got 2 slips in a gully in position. In fact, 3 slips in a gully. But
And finally it goes. The man square. They'll probably pick up 2. Back comes Hayden. I think when you bowl to Matthew Hayden. Oh, that's nicely played and well fielded. It's none for 13. Down the hill very quickly. The MCG. None for 24.
than that, Jayasuriya and Kaluwitharana against India in the '96 World Cup brought it up in the 5th over, I reckon.
It's gone again this time. Oh, it's stopped. It's terribly disappointing for the full. Wide ball. That's the pressure. That was in the air fraction. Bounce.
But for the Australians, a wonderful stroke.
Gilchrist just proving to everyone at this ground he can play the subtle shots as well. We've seen him blast Caddick and Anderson and now Hoggart. And now he just opens the face of the bat. The point, push back on the fence. Out. And a dot ball and a big groan.
How are you taking, Buck?
I'm just sitting back and enjoying it. It's unbelievable stuff. He has such a great eye, Adam Gilchrist. But apart from that, he has wonderful bat speed as well. Talk about his high grip on the bat. It allows him to get the leverage to play these shots. Firstly, square the wicket, pulls and cut shots. And if you over pitch, got such quick bat speed. And he gets middle of the bat onto the ball with lots of power.
That'll go down into the scorebook, but it was just a leg by.
7 balls faced and 11 fours. 11 fours.
Matthew Hayden can hardly believe what's going on from the other end. There he is, scoring a better run of ball, and he's looking like a slow coach.
4 boundaries now for Matthew Hayden. 25 off 21. That's outstanding. Gilchrist 51 from 28, the 3rd quickest 50 of all time by an Australian, Adam Gilchrist. Wayne Phillips.
It's the most wonderful shot, superbly controlled. And Collingwood is a very good fielder. It did him.
That's a brilliant shot. We've seen how hard he can hit the ball, Adam Gilchrist. Some of those square drives. He's also shown us in the last couple of overs.
Well, it might well have been pad before bat.
It certainly sounded that way. It was a real thud before the second noise. Now, I'm not sure if the second noise was the ball hitting the bat or the bat cannoning into the pad. Certainly straightened up. Probably didn't straighten up enough, though. We're still going on to miss off.
Brilliant hitting. Good catching, too, from what we can see from this distance.
It's unbelievable power. I think Adam Gilchrist said to Matthew Hayden after they'd crossed in the middle that he thought he hit it straight up in the air. That man at Menoff didn't move, either did Nasser Hussain. Went a few rows back. I'm sure Adam Gilchrist was gesturing. Hour.
Ronnie Irani has had a chance missed off his bowling. It's none for 115. 3 to win. It just looked to me in that last over that